I have the honor to give the floor to Ms. Liu Yang. This is a video message.
尊敬的主席先生
President, dear delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm a Chinese astronaut, Liu Yang. Today, with this video, it's my great honor to join the annual high-level panel discussion as a panelist. 30 years ago, the Fourth World Conference on Women was held in Beijing, sending a strong message calling for action for the advancement of women. The Beijing Declaration proclaimed in strong voice that women's rights are human rights. Beijing Declaration and the Platform for Action as the outcome of this conference has not only laid a solid foundation for the advancement of women globally, but also provided clear guidance for all countries in promoting gender equality and empowerment through science and technology. In 2012, I had the honor of representing hundreds of millions of Chinese women in space for the first time. When the engine of the Shenzhou spacecraft was ignited, I felt not only the shock of 600 tons of thrust, but also the power of hundreds of millions of Chinese women backing up. In 2022, when I was looking at the blue planet from the Chinese space station, which is 400 kilometers away from the Earth, I was full of pride, and I firmly believed that gender has never been a barrier for human exploration, and civilization and science and technology could always break down prejudices. The pen holders of the Beijing Declaration 30 years back would be pleased to know that today Chinese women are able to conduct cell experiments on the space station, use quantum computers to analyze the genetic code and send aircraft into sky. At this very moment, China's first ever female space flight engineer is looking down the Earth from the space station. I was born in 1978, a time that not all Chinese women and girls could have access to education. Today, in China, the net enrollment rate of girls in junior high schools reaches almost 100%, and the proportion of female students in higher education institutions is close to 50%. It is this kind of progress in education that makes me, the girl who loved the story of Altair and Vega on both sides of the Milky Way, and looked up in sky searching for northern and southern dippers, can eventually fly up to the sky. In the selection and training of Chinese astronauts, the same set of qualification standards apply to both men and women, be it this centrifuge exercise with 8 times the gravity to Earth, or 72-hour confined environment adaptation training. In the manual of space station, there's only one title of astronaut instead of male or female. This concept of no gender before standards reflects the core logic of women's cause in China, that is, to institutionalize a fair and equitable competition environment for both women and men. This is also concrete realization of the spirit of Beijing Declaration, that is, when women enjoy equal education resources and fair access, we would be able to make history. When I perform extravehicular activity in space, the robotic arm I operated was at 0.1 millimeters. Behind this was the round-the-clock efforts of a team of female engineers. The truth tells us when scientific and technological developments are empowered with gender perspective, it unleashes the profound potential that could change the world. China has always been a champion in the global cause of women. We're sharing with many countries the Chinese solution on maternal and child health care, helping reduce maternal mortality. The Luban workshops are organized in Africa to train tens of thousands of women with science and technology. The driving power behind is the global expression of Beijing Declaration spirit. In the space, our space station orbits the Earth every 90 minutes, where I witness the morning mist over the Amazon rainforest, the sunsets over the Sahara Desert, and snow lines of the Himalayas. This transcendent perspective has instilled in me a profound realization. All humanity is one family, and the advancement of women requires global collective efforts of us all. We always remember the invaluable support provided by the UN agencies in areas such as poverty eradication, educational equity and healthcare. The spirit of moving forward hand in hand is the best footnote for building a community with shared future for mankind. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm honored to speak here, not only as an astronaut, not only as a woman representative, but also a beneficiary and practitioner of the spirit of Beijing Declaration and as a witness of women empowerment through technology. 30 years ago, Beijing bore witness to the world's women's determination to pursue equality. At the conference table, our predecessors laid out the blueprint for gender equality with pen and paper. In the upcoming 30 years, I believe that through our unremitting efforts and sincere cooperation, we'll further promote gender equality and women's empowerment. More and more women will break boundaries of life, achieve comprehensive development, and make greater contribution to the advancement of women's status worldwide and to the progress of human society. Thank you for your attention, and I wish this panel discussion a complete success.
Thank you very much. Excellencies, dear colleagues, we will now proceed.